and I'm just curvier. So I know you said that if you are
You're
overweight, that you
curvier.
have no
You're curvier.
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I've been listening for about 2, 3 months now,
All right.
just listening,
Okay.
and you do speak some good knowledge.
Thank you. But
Yes.
but
But it's kind of just it's saddening to think that I can't achieve better because of my weight. Like I have my mentals and everything together, but it's like if you're not 120, you can't make it.
okay.
Like it's not happening for you.
Well, how tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
And what's your dress size?
I'm a 16.
Okay, you need to turn off YouTube in the background.
Okay, hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, because I can hear YouTube in the background.
Okay.
Okay, so you're how old?
I'm 33,
And you're 5'4" or 5'6"? 5'6".
5'6".
And how much did you weigh at your last weigh in?
My last weigh in, I weighed 240.
Okay, so ma'am, if I told you as a man, you decrease your chances of being married or even successfully married if you were earning $10 an hour, would that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Well, effectively, you make $10 an hour. It's not me trying to be harsh or rude, but the average man in this country is 5'9.5", right? And he weighs 168 pounds. You weigh 70 pounds more than an average adult male. So you understand that men are visual.
Yes, I guess that's the point that I
But
guess
if you
it's
have
kind
your
of hard.
but if you have your mentals together, did you go to college?
Yes.
Bachelor's, PhD, master's, what?
I stopped at my bachelor's and then I have my cosmetology license.
Okay. So you're an intelligent woman.
Yes.
Okay. So you know that men are visual. Why have you not acted on that simple knowledge?
Mm. I guess it's just hard to lose weight. It's easier for a man to lose weight. It's easier for them to, shred the pounds, but I have been losing, but it's
What's
not
the most you've ever weighed?
280.
Unless you have some sort of clinical condition, there's no reason for you to be that much, weigh that much.
Understood.
Okay, so when I hear ladies like yourself coming in here saying it's just disappointing to hear that I have no choices or no options, and yeah, it's because you did it. I'm just okay. If you pick up the newspaper or if you turn on CNN, MSNBC, or Fox, and they reported um, uh, global collapse happens, pandemic ravages the planet, can you get mad at them for reporting it?
No.
I'm just reporting the truth.
Right. And I'm not mad at you or anything. It's just
So why did
kind
you
of
allow
disheartening.
yourself to get to this size if you wanted a man?
I don't know. I guess I never really, I don't know.
When was the last time you had a boyfriend?
About 3, 4 years ago?
When's the last time you had sex?
About a year ago?
And before that, when's the last time you had sex before that?
It was consistent for, like, about a year.
You had consistent sex for a year at 250 pounds.
Yes.
And was he a high value man?
No, no, no,
No, no.
nope.
What did he do for a living?
I work for a nonprofit
What did he
organization.
do for a living?
He I don't really know. He was an ex-veteran.
Hold on. I need to be clear. You don't know what he did for a living?
He didn't really have a job.
So you allowed a man to insert himself in you without a job.
I mean, at that point, it was really just sex.
See where we're getting to it, ma'am?
Where we getting to?
You had to take a dude that had no job because that's the only guy that would have sex with a woman that weighs like what you do.
Mm,
You couldn't get what
yeah,
you want. I mean, you went to college to say, I have to ask you what he did for a living. You said, I don't know. And I need you to understand how bad that sounds. But you, when I asked you how long you've had sex, it's been a year because you can't get it. And then when you did get it, you got it from effectively a loser. But it was
right.
better than nothing. And you, instead of having your standard being higher than allowing a loser to have sex with you because were you on birth control?
Yes.
Okay. Was he using a condom as well?
Yes.
Okay. If both methods had failed, would you have carried the pregnancy to term? Be honest.
Mm, probably. Yes, because I don't believe in abortion.
Guys, remember what I said at the beginning? What I said at the beginning, remember? The danger zone, the feminist, the eternal
I'm not a
sevens.
feminist.
Hold on, ma'am. The danger zone, the feminist, the eternal sevens. It all ends up to when they're out of options. These are the women that will go get a dude that's loose with his seed and they'll have a baby. Go back to the beginning of the broadcast. I wasn't just talking crap, guys. And this is what you just said, ma'am. You'd have kept the baby because at least you'd have had a baby. You wouldn't be lonely now. But you couldn't have a baby with a man worth a darn. You couldn't be a stay-at-home mom and all the stuff is. And ma'am, all of these choices, you're choosing from a lack of options, and your weight has reduced your options. He is not the kind of man you wanted. So he is certainly not the kind of man you would have chosen to be a father of your child. It was the
Right.
best you could do. And all of this was 100% controllable by losing the weight. I don't care how hard you say it is, because to me, ma'am, it sounds like living this life is hard.
Right.
So what are you prepared to do about it?
I gotta lose the weight.
No, no, we got to. It has to be more than that, ma'am. When was the last time you were a healthy weight? 130 pounds.
130 pounds.
130 pounds. Yes, black woman.
It's
See
I don't think I've
this is how sad this has gotten. That when I ask a black woman, a college educated black woman, when's the last time she was a healthy weight, 130 pounds at 5'6", she's shocked or laughed in amazement, like, what? What kind of voodoo are you talking about? 130 pounds, as if that is so far outside of the realm of possibility. I don't find any of this funny. And the last time you were probably that weight was probably somewhere in junior high.
right.
And that's your mother's fault.
Mhm.
The average American woman in 1960 was 5'4", 120 pounds. The average American man was 5'9.5", 165 pounds. The average American man in 2015 was still 5 foot and a half, 5'9.5". His weight had ballooned up to 168 pounds. He gained a whopping 3 pounds in 55 years, but the average American woman had shot up from 120 to 166. And the average black woman is 187. And you're above that.
Yeah.
So, what I'm saying is, at your age, your education, your cosmetology, you're having to work and pay the bills because you can't get a man who can do that. So it will be far smarter to just recognize the fact that you are morbidly obese and you need serious work. You need to hire a personal trainer. What do I say? Therapist, personal trainer, image consultant. Those are the three things. Because as you're only going to get older, ma'am, and
Right.
you're not going to. It's not like your weight gain is going to slow, and God forbid you injure yourself or something like that. So I hear when ladies like you come on my program and say, "Well, what you're saying hurts my feelings," or it sounds so dire or so tragic. But what sounds more dire or tragic to me is a woman who says she's having sex with a guy she doesn't even know what he do for a living.